Kia ora, New Zealand, and welcome to Sweet Chain Live. My name's Matt Drake. This is episode 227, and I'm joined this evening by my co-host, Arne Burgess. Good evening, Arne.
Good evening, Matt. How are we?
Yeah, very good, thanks. Very, very good. How are you? Are you feeling better?
No, I was sick all week and only just started coming right last night. So, yeah, I'm on a work trip to Christchurch at the moment. So,
Okay.
yeah, don't think I'll be getting
So,
out for any disc golf.
oh no. Okay, well, I hope you feel better soon. That sucks. That sucks a lot, especially with the time of year. Like it's starting to look a little bit like spring. Dare I say it?
Starting to
Dare I say it?
definitely. Yeah, and
Um,
yeah, birthday on Monday. So, and
oh,
taking
lovely. Many happy
Thank you.
returns.
Taking myself to Rip and Dip on Sunday to celebrate, and then following that up with a wisdom tooth removal on Monday for my birthday. So
Wow,
yeah, nice all happy
wow.
family for the Burgess for the Burgesses. So
That's got to be pretty. Not many people decide that a trip to the dentist is what they really need on their birthday.
well,
So
you come to.
that's
I mean, you're very lucky in Wellington. The health system there is well supported, so you don't have to just take
mhm.
whatever appointment comes your way, because you're not going to get another one for 9 months. So. Yeah, it's the
Oh dear.
Queenstown health system is not great.
Okay.
So yeah, but how about
All right.
yourself? Any disc golf this week?
No disc golf for me this week. Did I play last week? No, I didn't. I didn't play last weekend. Unfortunately. Although I have been eyeing some stuff. I'm actually, I'm a little bit into my running
Mm.
nowadays,
Yes.
as well as disc golf. It's kind of my second thing. I've got
Yeah.
a run this weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and up the Wainui Hill. So you
Okay.
start in the center of Wainui, you run up the hill and then down the other side, and then turn around and then run back up it and then down the other side. So it's about 300. It's a 10K race, but 300 meters of elevation in that total run, right? So it's 100 meters up, 200 down, and then 200 up and 100 down.
You're doing that for fun.
Over.
It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah, and I
fun.
mean
It's fun, man.
the
It's
first, the
fun.
first and the last two, the first and the last 2Ks are flat, so that all of that happens in the middle 6K, that up and down, up and down.
Oh,
So,
good. Good.
yeah, that should be good fun. And then I've got a half marathon the weekend after, up and down the Hutt River. So, yeah, no, very much looking forward to that. But I will be trying to sneak in some disc golf, whilst I can. As well, very much looking forward to some up and coming tournaments that are just that, up and coming. We'll go through a few of those soon.
Cool.
But yeah, so look, we've got a great show
Mhm.
lined up tonight. Let me just find the old agenda for today, because it's a bit packed. All right. What we've got is we're going to go through hot scores to begin with. Then we've got tournament results. We've got to go over the Rotorua Royale, which is easy for me to say, and the Disc Daddies present BDE as well. So we're going to go through both of those results. Then we're going to be talking to our guest tonight, who is Kelvin Cummings. So he's joining us on the show on the NZDG board. We've got a couple of questions for him about that and the work that he's doing and all that kind of stuff. Also, he's going to be staying around and going head to head with yourself on tonight's quiz. Now, I mean, we've been waiting for this for a long time, so this is going to be good fun. And we'll go into a little bit more detail about how the quiz works. But if you have a look in the chat, then we've put a link to the quiz. Make sure that you go into that link and like register yourself. Tom will tell me in a minute how many people have done that. It's open to the first 48 people, so we've got a cap of 48. All right, so make sure you get yourselves in there, Arne and Kelvin, and anyone else who wants to play along. We're going to be doing the quiz after Kelvin, after we have a chat to Kelvin. It's going to be a lot of fun. 20 questions, all about New Zealand disc golf stats.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Matt,
hopefully
I'm
we'll,
just, you
yeah.
know, last year it was Morgan, and he's a great host, he's a good talker, but the brains just aren't there. So I'm looking forward to a bit of a challenge this year.
Well, that's big words, and so yeah, we'll see, we'll see how we go. Now we've also then after the quiz going to be going through an exclusive for our Patreon members. So we're going to be showing off a new feature as part of the website that's exclusive for our Patreon members for the first couple of weeks, and then in a couple of weeks' time it will be available for everyone. Then we'll go through tipping for Rip and Dip and hitting the links up in Palmerston North. And then we've got Disc Golf Valley. We've got a duck race for 475 subscribers. Now you need to enter the quiz in order to get yourself involved, right? That entering the quiz gets you your ticket. So you've got the link there in the chat. So if you want to enter the giveaway. Now, Arn, I haven't actually decided what I'm giving away. So I should be giving away a mystery couple of discs, which will be making their way to people. They'll be good, don't worry.
Exciting stuff.
Arn, what have you got? What are you contributing to here? The winner will take all of this of this away. So what are you taking? What are you
So,
bringing?
yeah,
Oh, it's
so
going on screen apparently.
I am
Here it
I'm
is.
giving away my bag pit yellow metal
Wow.
foil
Warpick.
war pick. So my only
Fantastic. So
prerequisite is that Lance Easton cannot win it. So
okay,
yeah.
there we are.
So,
Fair enough. Okay, so if you want to win that and another mystery disc that I will post out to the to the winner, then get yourself into the quiz. The link is in the chat, and we'll do the draw or the duck race rather a little bit later on in tonight's show. Right, and then power rankings to round us off after the two events that we had. Okay, so enter the quiz, get involved in the quiz. It's going to be a lot of fun, even if you don't know the answers. I'd expect everybody to get at least 5 out of 20 because you can just guess, right? It's going to be multiple choice, so you can just guess and get 25%. So there's every chance. Right, let's start with hot scores, and Arn takes through the stuff.
all right, we'll head all the way down to Queen's Park in Invercargill. We have a double header there from the old fellas down in Invercargill at Queen's Park. Barry Van Beek and Jeff Lewis going 10 down in Invercargill, heading over to Chingford. And we've got the coming show takes over again. Kelvin at Chingford with a 9 down. And then both husband, wife, and Nicholas McDermott on a 5 down at Brockville. Heading over the flight.
People can't see this, but Kelvin is doing cartwheels in
Yeah.
the in the green room right now. It's just windmilling all over the place.
Then to Fly Park, we have a 4 down for Mr. Jim Cato. Queenstown Gardens is Mundo McDisc. Comes over and shares the Queenstown Gardens with the King of the Gardens, Mikey Yu, with a 13 down. Over to Lismore, Daniel Hunter, 11 down. Jelly Park, we just have Reed with an 11 down. Bottle Lake is a Jed for 4 down. Warren Park, Connor with a 9 down. Smallbone Reserve is Billy Roberts with a 16 down. Sam Page for Queen's Park Reserve in Christchurch, 7 down. Taylor Rivers, Jaden Mack with a 4 down. And then over in Brantford Park in Nelson is Mr. Marcus Lovell with a 13 down. How is the North, Matt?
Looking up to the north. And I can't see him in the chat, but I assume he's there. At Berrenport, it's the butler, Jeff Bayliss, who hits the hot score this week. So well done to the butler for a 7 under at the Hills in Berrenport. Across the water to Hikoikoi, there he is. With a 2 under par is Ben Morrison and Lotte Pepper. Congratulations to them. Andy Davey up at Harcourt Park doing work, 13 under par. Incredible score up there. Across to Flaxmere, Glenn Bullivant hits 9 under par. Up at Spa Park Black, Johnny Wake also hits 9 under par. Scion Tree Nursery, Bryce Kennedy hits a +2. And at Henderson, Jamie Kennedy hits a 10 under par. Ben Upton, Zach Armour, and Jackson Sullivan can't decide who's best at Wood Hill, tying as they've done on 3 under par. And BFG is the hot score around Rosedale with a 1 under.
Ooh.
There we go. Right, so anybody who is has just joined us, join in the quiz on the link that is in the chat. Join us and get yourself onto the live. So press live on your on the button, so you're bang up to date. Because the questions will come live, and we want to make sure that you don't miss out. So make sure that you get involved. Join on the quiz link. You play on your device, and there's you click the answers on your own device, so you can play along as you go. We've got 12 people so far. Come on, let's fill it up. Everybody who goes into the quiz goes in to win the draw of the mystery disc and the war pig that we showed earlier on. So yeah, get yourself into and play along with the quiz. Right, now, before we jump in to our tournament results, I'm just going to pause for not for dramatic effect, partly, but mostly to allow you to hit the like button on your device or TV screen or whatever. So we'll just wait there for a moment. Okay, right, let's get on with it. Now, we're going to go through some scores. Now, the scores we're going to go through are the Rotorua Royale, which was played, you guessed it, in Rotorua this last Saturday. It's a one-dayer organised by Disc Shop. And in MA1, Chris Townsley takes out the win over Ruben Cossi and Josh Pratt. So well done to him. Fairly consistent, 54 and 55 over the 2 rounds. Well done to him. In FA1, Charlotte Dunkley shoots an 8.85 second round to take out the FA1 division. Les Watene puts in a shift and holds off a charge from Ryan Kitto in the second round to take out the best division MA40. Hayden Shaw in third. Down into FA40, and it's Fiona Menzies who shoots a +7, 2 shots clear of Laura Backer. And in MA2, Jared Saw shoots an 11 under par, which was the best score of the tournament. In MA2, so wins by 5 strokes, 977 rated the second round. Yu Zhang competes in FA2, and in MA3, Richard Selwyn beats out Carey Hollinger and Ben Colmer into a tie for second with a 7 under par. And in FA3, it's Aria Perez who wins in a playoff over Rebecca James Longueville. Finishing as they both did on +20. So well done to everybody who competed in Rotorua. And now also the weekend just gone was the Disc Daddies Present BDE. This was played down in Christchurch. And the winner in MA1 was Isaac Sasanuma Howard, who took this one out with a 975 rated round, with Jamie Thompson in second, Dwan Fisher and Glenn Whelan tying for third. Sarah Wadsworth competing in FA1, just casually shooting an 891 rated round, which would have tied her 10th in MA1, sorry, which is ludicrous. In MA40, she would have come second if she was about 30 years older, but it was taken out this time by Mark Paku, who finishes with a 910 rated round. Hadiata Niho played in FA40, and Seb's dad competed in MA50 with a 929 4 under par. Gregor Brosnahan was in MA55, Donna Cormack in FA60, Greg Cormack in MA65, and Donald Booth in MA70. Nothing like spreading out the field. In MA2, Latham Storm wins by 2 strokes with a 919 round over Michael Marwood and Simon Mitchell. Caitlin Bergevert competes in FA2, and in Shane Cullimore wins by 2 strokes over Brandon Thompson, 919 for him as well in MA3. Good to see. Alexandra Luafutu competing in FA3, and Josh LeBreton takes out the win by 3 strokes over Matt Chick, Nick Briety and Ben Bolton tie for third in MA4. Monique Simpson wins FA4 by 6 strokes with a 789 rated 76. William Hague, not the former UK Prime Minister, but the MJ12 competitor down in Christchurch, is playing an MJ12. Mason Le Breton beats Benjamin Hague out by a single shot in MJ10. Mason Bonny and Catherine Hague also competing. Arndt, some good results there.
Yeah, great results. Rotorua, just a big shout out to, I know he didn't win, but Josh Pratt, who came third, I think, in MA1.
Yep.
Josh and the Waikato Disc Golf Club, going very strong. They've almost got approval for a 9-hole course in Hamilton. So
Lovely.
yeah, get in behind Josh and the Waikato fundraising efforts as they come along.
Nice.
But how good is it to see a tournament with your, MA 55, MA 65, having divisions for everyone. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, okay.
I know you don't.
I think it's fine, providing it's not done at the expense of kind of competition.
Yeah.
I'm come back to that point.
I think,
But
look, something like
yeah, I
BDE
kind of
is,
get it, maybe.
it's a Father's Day tournament. I think it's there more as a celebration rather than a competition. So yeah, I think you're right. For something like that, perfect. But if it was for a competition, maybe not.
Yeah. Okay. So that's cool. Two tournaments this last weekend. There was 2 tournaments the weekend before that, and there's another 2 tournaments this coming weekend. These little one-days they're pretty popular, eh?
Oh, it's something like 70% of sanctioned disc golf at the moment is a
Yeah.
one day C tier. Just because
Yeah.
of the sheer ease of running them, the
Yeah,
requirements
totally.
and what you got to pay out and
Mm.
what OBs look like and things like that for a tournament. You look at Disc Golf
Yeah.
South, for instance, who are running Rip and Dip this weekend. I think they're running
Mm.
5 one-day C tiers between their last one, which was Gore. Then they'll do Dibden. I think they've got one in a place called Ortoto coming up as well. But it's just the one-day C tier is so easy to
Mm.
run, and you can keep the price down, and it's just brilliant.
Yeah, totally. I mean, talking of one-day C tiers, Sweet Chain Nation is coming, right? We
Yes.
know about this. December 13th.
Mhm.
Tournaments all over the country. Very soon. Morgan's back from holiday, right? He's back in the country. I don't know where he is. He's probably asleep, but he's back in the country. And we're going to be cracking on with this because there's only 3 months until go time, 13th of December. So we've sorted out kind of the players packs. We're going to be talking to all of the tournament directors and getting that kind of stuff up and going. We're looking at around the $25 price mark for the day, which will include a players pack, which will have a disc in it, and obviously entry into the tournament as well. We want as many people playing these tournaments as we possibly can from all over the country. So yeah. So this is all under the premise of we're trying to create the biggest day of sanctioned disc golf in New Zealand history, right? So the day when most people have played sanctioned disc golf in a single day. So yeah, that's what we're aiming for. So yeah, get involved with that, people, and come and other things to get involved with is the quiz that's on tonight, which I know we keep banging on about, but we've got a few more people entered, which is great. Hit the link in the chat and get yourself involved. It should be quite. I hope it's a bit easier than last year, but we'll come to that in a bit. We'll go through some of the structure and how it works and stuff. But we're going to bring in our guest now, our guest tonight, who's going to be going head to head against you in the quiz. So yeah, looking forward to this. But first of all, we're just going to have a chat to him and find out what he's been up to and all that kind of stuff. Good evening, Kelvin Cummings.
Kia ora, team. How you doing?
Very good, very good. It's great to have you on the show. I don't know if we've had you on the show before, have we? I don't know. Maybe we have.
Oh, we had a little bit of a sneaky kind of discussion about potential up-and-comers for the board a couple of years ago, but other than that, it was just a bit of a fly-by-night sort of thing.
but not a kind of get to know you session kind of. Yeah, excellent. Well, look, good. It's glad to have you on the show. So, what have you been up to? And to also talk us through, if people aren't aware, you're on the New Zealand Disc Golf Board. Talk us through your position, what it involves, how you work with Arn, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so my involvement in the board is as the outreach director, which is kind of just being the glue to try and make sure that everybody's being able to communicate with each other and that everybody's being heard as much as possible. The first year, a lot of it was just working through the logistics and just making sure that we as a new board were able to tick all of the boxes that we needed to tick and dot all the I's, cross all the T's and things. This last year, I've been making a lot of movement in regards to good connections with all of the clubs. We've got virtually all of the disc golf clubs in the country all attached to a
Fantastic.
Facebook Messenger. It is fantastic, and it's really cool being able to drop a prompt, say, every week, and like there's different focuses. Whether it's like in the last couple, it's been looking at whether there's kind of a future for kind of coaching within the clubs and things, or being able to kind of start planting the seeds about getting some elite playing and stuff in that area, or just being able to upskill people who need it. Prior to that, it was talking about all of that boring stuff that happens in the background, like paperwork and AGMs and all of the legal jargon that goes with running a club, but just making sure that all the clubs are aware that NZDG are here and in their corner to be able to support wherever possibly can.
I just want to jump in there if I could, Matt. But I don't think people realise how key a role the clubs play to disc golf in New Zealand. Like, disc golf doesn't exist in New Zealand without clubs. Okay, NZDG, yes, we're the national body, but we don't put the disc golf course into Jelly Park or Harcourt Park or wherever, So it's the clubs that ensure that our casual play, which is where the heart of disc golf is, that's run by clubs. And then on top of that, they'll run tournaments as well. And then on top of that, they'll do coaching clinics or have a go days for their community to help grow their, the reality is that NZDG is only 1, 2, 3, is 5 of us, 6 of us, 5 of us. We can't run an entire sport. It's really up to the clubs. And just what Kelvin's done with that group chat and just keeping it fresh. Every week he drops on a Sunday, he drops a different prompt and the club's feedback. It's just a conversation starter about this, that, or anything. And it just keeps that chat engaged. It keeps it evolving. And then, now to the point where they've started to ask their own questions of each other. And so how they're finding with different membership drives and all that sort of stuff. So it's been one of the big successes for this board, I think, is just that alignment of the clubs. And, we're going to be asking quite a lot of the clubs over the next couple of years. So just to start laying those foundations and building those relationships are going to be massive. So, yeah. But he's my opponent now, so I'll get into fight mode.
She's on, boy. She's on.
And you've also, I've seen quite a bit of your Instagram going on. What's all that about?
Yeah, so a few years ago when we first started playing disc golf, Marie and I started chucking some discs around at Brockville and a couple of other places. And a few of the close mates that we had at the time, we ended up hitting a lot of trees and stuff. And we kind of came up with a little bit of an acronym and stuff for that called WFC. Can't really say it on the airwaves and stuff what the original title actually translates to, because naughty and slap on the wrist sort of stuff, but kind of evolved it now into WFC disc golf, which is wind flight control, just to make it real PC. And like the whole idea of it is just to create this positive aura that is disc golf and offering disc golf opportunities wherever possible. So I've been taking group sessions for I've been taking lawyers and accountants out for sessions and stuff as part of social gatherings that they do. I've been running leagues for the Otago schools, which has been really successful in the last couple of summers. It's been really, really wicked. Giving lots of opportunities to be able to film both Marie, myself, and a few other people. They're just playing at a whole pile of different courses and making people aware of all of the disc golf courses that are in the region. Like my end goal will be to film us playing every single hole, but if like the more disc golf courses go in, it's almost impossible for me to be able
Hard
to
to
play
keep
all
up.
of them. It's so good. So I will always rise to
Absolutely.
that challenge. So it's trying to flood the social media network with everything that is positive and glowing and just awesome about disc golf. You know, the reasons why I love the game and stuff, and try to kind of make it infectious for everybody else as well.
We've had a question in the chat from Topor Rich saying, any updates on Sporty? Because this is one of the apps that the disc golf clubs, sorry, around the country are going to start adopting or using.
I'm probably not the best person to answer that one. Yeah, what do you reckon, Arne? Or if Ewan's in the chat, he's the one
I know
spearheading a lot.
I know that Ewan and Simon are in control of the onboarding process. So
Okay.
the invoice is paid, and we're just working with them. Obviously, with Sporty, disc golf is a new sport for that platform, and so there's a few idiosyncrasies that our people need to work through with their people.
Sure.
So I wouldn't expect anything too major too soon. But yeah, it's work in progress, and as we work on getting that sort of paid position to come in and help us out with a few things, that will definitely be one of the key things.
Much like anything that we're doing, we're making sure that we're really transparent with everybody that we're working with. So with the Sporty stuff, I'm constantly plugging it to all of the clubs, and the clubs are really on board, especially for the free component, because there's different stages obviously that go with Sporty, and like it's an excellent service that's going to be on offer for them and be able to help them run the clubs the best that they possibly can. And as soon as we got all of our ducks in a row, we'll be able to make that magic happen.
Fantastic. Excellent. Right. Well, look, you came here tonight in part to give us a bit of an update, but also to go head to head with Arne. Now, last year, Arne, can you remember, how did you get on against Morgan? What was the do you remember the
I wouldn't even have a clue. But
I think you two both scored about four correct answers between you. So
yeah, and I would
we shall
say
see.
all
We shall
four
see.
of them were me. So yeah.
Well, the highest score was about a 2, so we'll see. Anyway, right, Morgan's in the chat. Good evening, Morgan. Great to see you. Hopefully, you're going to be playing along with the quiz. So now is the time to get yourself logged into the quiz. Producer Tom's going to put it up on the screen any second, but I'll run through how this is going to work. Okay. Now, there are 20 questions. There are 4 sections of 5 questions. And each one of the sections, the first section is all about events. The second section is all about rounds. The third section is all about holes. And the fourth section is all about players. And there's 5 questions on each one. Okay. So now they're all multiple choice except for one. There's one question that isn't multiple choice that you've got to tap the answer in. And in all cases, the way this is going to work is I'm going to read the question. Then producer Tom's going to press a button and the question will appear on your device that you're logged in at, that 30 of you are logged in at. The question will appear as I've read it, more or less, on your screen. And then after 5 seconds, the answers will appear and you'll have 15 seconds to pick the correct answer. Okay? You get points for the correct answer and you get points for being quick. All right. So it's not just about it's fastest finger first as much as anything, as well as, perhaps guesswork if you're not sure. All right. So has anyone in chat or Kelvin or Arne got any questions before we go on, I'll go through some of the whilst chat's thinking about it. I'll go through some of the other things. Now, the scale of this quiz last year, we based it on the New Zealand disc golf playing year of like July to June, I think it was, and then we did the quiz in like the August. This quiz is slightly different. This quiz is asking you questions on all of New Zealand disc golf from the 1st of January 2020 until this weekend just gone.
Okay.
All right. So over 5.5 years worth of data, all right, that we're going to be looking at and that you need to have some knowledge of, right? So cast your mind back 5.5 years to when, you know, Sweet Chain Live wasn't even a thing. Sweet Chain Music was just, but it was only about 2 months old on the 1st of January. And if you remember, Sweet Chain Live, if you remember, then that was quite some time ago. But then we had COVID that hit in 2020, and it kind of rumbled into 2021. And then we had massive spikes in 2022, 23, and then TDU starts in 2024, and then into 2025 as well. So there's lots of disc golf that has been played in that time. Some of those questions are covered in tonight's quiz. So let's give it a go, shall we? So the prize is you go into the draw at the end to win the War Pig that we showed earlier and a mystery disc from me that everybody who takes part in the quiz will go into, and we'll do a duck race at the end. You can join mid-quiz, but obviously, if you want to be up there in terms of bragging rights for who's the best knowledge of New Zealand disc golf, then you might need to join from the very start. So get yourself involved. You've got a couple of minutes to get yourself. We've got 31 people joining in, but we're going to make a start in a minute. I don't think there's any more questions that have come through. Arne, Kelvin, do you understand the rules? How we're going to go?
Look,
it's going to be a journey, man. I can't wait.
It's going to be a journey. Okay.
I just rattled through my head who the last 5 winners of New Zealand Open, New Zealand champs have been.
Right.
I'm
so
prepared.
let's start. let's make a start. Question number 1, okay, is which course in the last 5.5 years had the longest hole? Which course in the last 5 years had the longest hole? Was it? And well, okay, yeah, so we're going to start it now. So which course had the longest hole? Okay. The options will appear in a second. So was it Day in the Dunes, hole 18 in 2021? Was it the Tapohoi Breeze, hole 6, 2023? Was it the Southern Smash, holes 12 and 11, 2023, 2012? Or was it Egg Monster, hole 5 in 2025? Lots of people saying the Southern Smash, and
I've played that hole too, man.
People,
that's a long hole.
Lots of people getting it wrong. 4 people getting the answer right there. So well done to them for the Tapohoi Breeze. Any ideas how long it was, gents?
I would have to be above 340, so I'll say 370.
I'll go an even 360.
Yeah. So this one was actually on last year's quiz as well, and 400 meters.
Oh, why would you do that?
1,312 feet of breezy, windy Hawke's Bay goodness. So that's right. So
it's a par 12,
incredible,
right?
Incredible.
Par 12. Yeah.
So it was a par 5. It's a par 5. Right. Now we're going to go through onto question number 2. Question number 2 reads like this: which event had the most disc golf played? So which event had the most disc golf played? Okay, so this is what this means is the number of holes played by people and the number of strokes that were played on those holes, right? So the total number of strokes played in a disc golf event. Which event had the highest number of strokes? Okay, so is it Nationals 2025, Nationals 2024, the Topol Classic 2023, or the Southern Smash 2023?
Oh,
Nationals 25, Nationals 24, Topol Classic. Get your answers in quick. The answer was Nationals. Well done to the 14 people who got that right. Gents, any ideas how did either of you put that? What did you get?
I think
did you both get it right?
Yeah, both got
it right. Okay. Any idea what it might be? Just as a guess, how many strokes in total?
Oh, how many strokes?
Nationals?
Well, there was almost 300 players that played. Let's go with 120, 100, 600, 700. Yeah, I don't know. 10,000. 10,000.
No, it's not quite 10. No, it is more than 10,000.
Yeah.
I mean, total, right? Far out. That's the thing. Like, yeah, because that was a massive event. It was like one of the most attended events, and those courses were brutal, especially Brooker out in the wind. That was nuts.
Yeah.
10,500.
It's a lot more than 10,500. Okay, I'm going to give you the answer. 89,274 strokes in that tournament.
4 rounds, right? It was 4 rounds.
It was 4 rounds, and there were 300 players. So that's about 275 strokes per player. And you think Brookerav's long, you played 4 rounds, so you're looking at about 70 to 80 strokes per round. They were all 18-hole big monsters, and obviously some of the divisions might have had players who played quite a few shots on some of those holes. The next highest was Nationals the previous year at 57,000. So this one just completely blew it out the water in terms of number of strokes. It was almost double, but a good portion above.
Always got to be a Nationals, right? It's got to be four rounds. There's no other tournaments that are 4 rounds, so
that's right.
A really well attended Nationals too. Like that was maxed out.
That's right. Right. The next question number 3, is which event had the most birdies or better as a percentage of holes played? Okay, so think of this as like a birdie fest. Which event had the most birdies as a percentage of holes played, scored by everybody at the event? Okay, was it? And I think Tom's going to press start as we go. Was it the Queenstown Classic in was it the Queenstown Classic in 2021? Was it a Late Summer's Dream in 2025? Was it Wahitapu in 2022? Or was it Discmas in the Park in 2022?
Only it's Jelly Park.
A lot of people saying the Queenstown Classic, and they're wrong. That was actually the 3rd highest in birdie percentage. So Discmas in the Park was the correct answer, with 33% of all holes that were played that weekend were birdies or better. 864 holes played, 285 birdies.
Discmas in the Park is the Queenstown Gardens, right?
The Discmas in the Park. 1 second, I shall bring the results up in front of me now.
Just went with the one that was Jelly Park.
Yeah, it was down in Queenstown. Mikey, you
Gardens.
took out the win by 2 strokes over Popham, Andrew Popham, sorry, and Peter McKay in 2022. So well done to the 5 people who got that right. 7 people who got that right. So congratulations. We've got more right answers this year than we have had in previous years, I think, which is good to see. We'll do a roundup of the leaderboard after the first set of 5 questions.
You get right, Kelvin?
We'll see how everyone's going.
No.
Did you either of you get that one right?
No, I'm 1 from 3 at the moment.
Yeah,
One
ditto.
from free, Kelvin.
Yeah, absolutely.
One from free.
Leading from the back.
Okay.
It's gonna be like that duck race and stuff. It's gonna be that late charge right to the end.
Late. You've just got to be thereabouts at the end. That's all that matters.
100%.
That's all that matters. Okay. Question number 4 is, which event had the most number of 1,000 rated rounds? Okay. And this is as a percentage of all rounds that were played. Okay. So as a percentage of all the rounds that were played, which event had the highest number of 1,000 rated rounds or higher? Okay. Was it Egg Monster 2025? Was it Topol Classic 2025? Was it Discmas in the Park 2022? Or was it the Paul Macbeth Foundation fundraiser in Christchurch 2022? So that's Egg Monster 2025, Topol Classic 2025, Discmas in the Park 2022, or the Paul Macbeth Foundation fundraiser in Christchurch 2022. Which event had the most number of 1,000 rated rounds as a percentage of the... Look at this. Nobody got this right.
I was hopping between them too. I was like, oh man, come on.
Lots of people saying the Topol Classic. Nobody giving Egg Monster the time of day. And yet, of the 216 rounds played at Egg Monster in 2025, 28 of them were 1,000 rated or higher, which was 13%. The Topol Classic of 399 rounds had 40,000 rated rounds or higher. So more 1,000 rated rounds, but because you had a lot of, at the Topol Classic, you had a lot of MA2, MA3 were massive divisions, and there's fewer 1,000 rated rounds shot in those in those divisions traditionally. Yeah, hopefully you can see the pictures that are progressing or getting steadily more ridiculous as we go on. Yeah, keep your eye out and let us know which one's your favorite. Just some chat comments. Brett Carlisle saying this is not going so well. Well, we'll find out in a minute, Brett, when we get on after question 5 as to who is winning. And so let's get on to question 5 now. Question 5 is, which event had the largest division? Okay, so which event had the largest division? Was it MA2 in the Topol Classic 2023? Was it MPO at the Tucker Beach Rush in 2021? Was it MPO at GCO in 2023? Or was it MA1 at Moonbase in 2021? MA2 Topol Classic, MPO Tucker Beach, MPO GCO, or MA1 Moonbase. What do you think? What do you think? Lots of more people getting this run right. Yeah, good to see. Good to see. MA2 at the Topol Classic in 2023. Gents, can you guess how many players? Or do you know?
42.
I don't know, but I'd aim higher than that, surely. Probably just shy of 60.
71.
Wow. That's an awesome intake.
And that's brilliant. And in 2023 as well, 2023 was you're getting the post-COVID kind of spike. We're seeing a lot more of those players now playing in MA1, which is great to see. So
North Island champs, right?
Yes, it was. Yeah, absolutely right. So yeah, 71 players in MA2. Tucker Beach in 2021 got 57. GCO MPO got 53, and Moonbase MA1 in 21 got 50. They're the only events which have had more than 50 players in a single division since 2020, the beginning of 2020. Well, right, let's have a look at the leaderboard then as we go into this. So what have we got? Dane is leading the way. I think that's the... Oh, hang on. You're going to get some points for the last... Right, so Dane is leading the way with 3,291 points. I think do you get points here for correct answers and also how quick you are? And then the quiz kind of works it out, basically. Matt Stowell in second place, doing very well. Matt Rance in third place, and Hayden Bonney in fourth with Topor Rich, the butler, as well. So yeah, so that was all about events. Arn, Kelvin, how did you get on out of
See me, Big Daddy Chair. I am 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th at the moment.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not
I'm-
bad, Kelvin.
I'm probably
presuming
just
you're...
underneath that just, but like I reckon I'm right there. I answered that question pretty quick.
Okay, all right. Well, let's get on with talking about rounds.
Right.
Okay. I don't think you get any. This is just a question from Brett. No points for getting them all wrong really quickly. Then I don't think so. No, you have to actually get the questions right. You can't just sort of spam it. But I don't know what the the equation is for like how important is the correct answer. Well, obviously you need to get the answer correct, but how quickly? I don't know how that works. So we'll see. Right, question number 6. This is the non-multiple choice question. All right, so you've got to type the answer in. So you've got 30 seconds for this one, not 15. All right. What is the highest rated round shot in New Zealand since the 1st of January 2020? What is the highest rated round shot in New Zealand since the 1st of January 2020? There's no choices. You just got to enter the thing in. You get more points the closer you are. If you're really close, then great, you know. And obviously speed as well. If 2 of you are tied and one of you's taken ages, then yeah. So you've got a bit more time for this one. And it will go until either everyone's answered or the timer runs out. Arn, Kelvin, any ideas?
It's 1085 and it's Aidan Scott, Topol Classic 2025 MPO.
Kelvin?
Oh, okay. No, that wasn't me. I was 1042.
The answer is 1084. 2 people got this right. Lots of guesses of 10,300 in there. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. 1034, 1020, 1072. Oh, lots of 1070s. 1106. Yeah, no. So the correct answer was Aidan Scott in Arm was absolutely right here. Aidan Scott, the Topol Classic. Drew Gibson shot a 1078 at Bros for Change charity classic when he was here. He shot two 1055s and a 1078. Aidan Scott's at the Topol Classic 1080. Second place was Ezra Robinson and Aaron Gossage tied at 1080. Ezra shooting his at the New Zealand Disc Golf Open this year, and Aaron Gossage shooting his at the at Nationals. And so yeah, they were the top 3 and the only 3 1080 plus rounds.
It must have been down. That must have lost a point on review because it was definitely originally 1085.
Well, congratulations to the 2 people who got that correct. Right, back to multiple choice now. And the question here is question number 7. Who shot the highest rated round by a Kiwi woman? Who shot the highest rated round by a Kiwi woman? Is the answer either Alison Tweedy, Hayley Flintoft, Amy Whitmore, or Victoria Speller? Alison Tweedy, Hayley Flintoft, Amy Whitmore, or Victoria Speller? Who are you going with, Arn?
Alison, women's global event.
I'm going Hayley.
Kelvin?
I'm going Hayley. I'm going more historic.
Oh, Hayley's got 1,000 rated round, hasn't she?
No, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't.
She doesn't. The answer was Alison Tweedy who shot a 997 rated round in the second round of the Women's Global event in Invercargill. You're absolutely right. Hayley Flintoft's highest was Moonbase 7 in Twizel. She shot 987 in the second round there. She has quite a few in like the top kind of bunch, right? So she also shot a 969 at Paradise Place 24. Amy Whitmore shoots a 970 at hitting the links, the Buckley blowout. And Victoria Speller's third round at Armageddon was 959 rated. So yeah, incredible performance by the ladies there. Right, next question. This is question number 8, and it reads: how many 1,000 rated rounds have been shot since the 1st of January 2020 across all divisions? How many 1,000 rated rounds have been shot? Is it 601, 701, 801, or 901? How many 1,000 rated rounds have been shot? Arne, what do you think?
I think the most 901. You said before that there was like 40 at Topol Classic and 50 or something at Egg Monster, so I figured there must have been heaps. But I was wrong.
801. 14 people getting this one right. Big pat on the back for you guys. 801 rated 1,000 rated rounds, which is just incredible.
I went down the 701 route. Yeah, no, I've still yet to hit that 1,000 mark, so I don't know who's in my company up there. What about you, Arne? Like, have you hit that 1,000 mark yet?
Nowhere near it. Nowhere near it, mate.
Yeah, so close. So close.
The Arne's best rated round, by the way, is 934.
Yes.
So yeah, and Kelvin's is 961. Anyway, let's get on with this. But well done to the 14 or so people who got that one right. Very, very good. Very, very good. 2 more questions left in the rounds question round even. Okay, this one is a little bit of a mouthful. Okay, so bear with me on the wording of this one. Okay, there are 2 players that, when playing juniors, have shot 1,000 rated rounds. Okay, and in total, there's been 4 rounds that have been shot that are 1,000 rated, split or spread over 2 players. Okay, now one of those players is Levi Stout, who hit 3 of them. Who is the only other junior to have shot 1,000 rated round? Was it Sebastian Faulkner, Jai Tufunga, Sam Lycan, or Ty Engelke? Who is the only other junior, other than Levi Stout, to have shot 1,000 rated round when they were playing in the junior division?
Okay.
Sebastian Faulkner, Jai Tufunga, or Ty. Everyone has voted. Kelvin, how did you go?
I was going down Seb's route. I thought he had it, but obviously I've chosen wrong.
Not while he was playing in juniors. Obviously, he's hit plenty since, but not while he was playing in juniors. Sam Lycan is the only player to have shot 1,000 rated rounds whilst playing in the junior division, and that was at the Bros for Change Charity Classic in 2023. He shot 1,007 in the opening round.
Yes.
Levi Stout, however, has hit 1,000 rated at Southern Smash 2020, Southern Smash 2021, both in round 3, and also at the Tucker Beach Rush in 2021 when he played MJ 18. He shot 10.26.
Here's a random fact for you guys. Like, the first ever tournament I did after like the whole COVID thing and stuff, where we ended up doing the one at Port Chalmers, I ended up going on this card with like a couple of these older gents and things, and I thought this was all good. And then there was this like little 15-year-old and stuff who like was wearing this like fancy polo top with all of these labels and stuff all over him. Turns out it was Levi, and I was like, oh man, like 15 years old, man, I've got this game covered. That dude knows his, like he's always known his sport. Like, to be on like my first ever tournament with the best player, like and at the time he was like South Island champ and stuff. I was like, bro, this guy's good.
I've never played a tournament round with Levi.
He's exceptional. He's just got such a good game mindset and stuff. It's really, really cool to watch.
I mean, I've watched heaps, but I've never played a tournament round with Levi. I really like to. It would be a lot of fun, I think. I mean, he'd absolutely spank me, but I mean, it would be hilarious at the same time.
Oh yeah.
So question number 10. Speaking of the old guys, okay, this one's for you because we're all playing in the MA40 division now. Well, most of us. Arne's bagging in MA3 now, but when he's not sandbagging in MA3, Arne also has been known to turn his hand at MA40. So here we go. This is for all the older, wiser people out there. In MA40, all of these players have shot 1,000 rated round. One of them has shot 2. Who was it? Was it James Sutton, Jason Packer, Tom McKay, or Gary Jarvis? And that's whilst playing in MA40. So when playing in MA40, 4 players have shot 1,000 rated round. One of them has shot 2. All the rest have shot 1. Who shot 2? Gary Jarvis, Tom McKay, James Sutton, or Jason Packer? What do you think, Calvin?
I don't know. Or it looks like I do. Okay. Tom McKay, man, like that dude is an absolute beast. Is like kind of the backbone to disc golf Dunedin and stuff, and just again another really humble guy who really knows his craft. It's just awesome to watch him go.
Yeah. What did you go for on this one?
I went for Tom McKay. I thought about Gaz, but no, I know that Tom played a lot of MA40 and won a lot before he moved up to MP40. So, maybe the likes of Lance Essen and Stu Gilchrist can follow suit and bugger off.
Yeah.
Amen.
Well, okay, so here we go. So Tom McKay is the correct answer, and he shot 2,000 rated rounds, 10:31 at the Highlander and a 10:15 at Moonbase 7. Gary Jarvis's Rapper Rumble, 10:13. James Sutton shot 10:12 at not this year's Nationals, the year before, and Jason Packer hit a 1,001 rated round at the Queenstown Classic. That was the 29th edition, which I think was year before last. Tom McKay has also shot a 999 rated round in round 4 of the Waitapu in 2020. So he's very close to getting on the leaderboard again. Right. So that's the end of question 10 and the end of our rounds section. So let's have a look at the leaderboard. Who is winning? Is Dane still got the lead? I don't know. Or does that mean it's pretty close? It's just gonna. So Dane has still got the lead. Well done. Matt Rance is in second, and Arn, you've moved up into the podium spots, which is fantastic to see.
Yep, it looks like up.
It looks like that on this quiz you can get negative points for getting answers wrong or really slowly. So yeah, okay. Well, we didn't know that. That's good. Kelvin, are you on the leaderboard yet? None of those other names.
No, but I do know my lovely wife is. So I'm sure she won't be too humble to let me know once I go through into the other room and stuff. And my brother-in-law is in the top 10. So that's cool.
Oh, fantastic.
Great. Excellent. So at least somebody in the family knows how to do this game.
Does he play disc golf?
He does. And
good.
just socially and stuff. He generally will knock around with us in MA40s and things, and won't necessarily be up at the top end and stuff, but just loves the game. And he's got his girl into the game as well, and she's played with the juniors tournament week that we had last year and the school leagues that I don't run. So it's cool. It's in the family, man. It's in the family.
Good stuff. Right, on to hole 11. On to question 11. This question and the next 5 are all about holes, individual holes that have been played in New Zealand disc golf. Okay, you all right there, Ron?
Yeah, no.
Keeping it together.
Yeah, keeping it together.
Good.
Down.
This one is odd one out. So pick the odd one out of these 4 choices. And they are Mario Cernia's ace on hole 8 of round 1 of the 2021 Topol Classic, Jaden Menzies' ace on hole 15 of round 1 of the Friday Flex Start in 2023, Magnus Davidson's ace on hole 6 at round 1 at the Disc Daddies Present BDE in 2024, and Eldon Pasquale's ace on hole 5 of round 1 of the Auckland Disc Golf Champs in 2022. Which is the odd one out? Mario Cernia's ace in 2021 at the Topol Classic, Jaden Menzies at the 2023 Friday Flex Start, that's before the Summon Smash, Magnus Davidson's ace in the Disc Daddies Present BD in 24, or Eldon Pasquale at the Auckland Disc Golf Champs in 2022. Kelvin, do you know this, Arn?
I think I know this. Magnus's one was a par 4.
Okay. The answer, the odd one out, was Eldon Pasquale's ace on hole 5. Kelvin, what did you go for on this?
I was almost going to go down the Magnus route. I ended up going B. So the
Okay.
yeah, the flex start one.
The flex start one, yeah. Okay. Well, look, the reason why you might have gone down this route is, and this is interesting, right? Because Robbie Gill says Menzies was the only one to secure a win of Azuka. That is correct, but it's not the reason why it's the right answer. Mario Cernier's ace at the 2021 Topol Classic was on hole 8. It was 495 feet on a par 4. Jaden Menzies was at Southern Smash, Friday Flex Start, hole 15, par 4. Magnus Davidson's Disc Daddies Present BDE was on hole 6, par 4. Eldon Pasquale's Auckland Disc Golf Champs ace, hole 5, par 3.
Oh.
So, but I've included it because it was 394 feet, right? 394 feet. It's like 120 odd meters.
North Islanders need to make your pars higher.
Well, all South Islanders need to reduce theirs. I would argue. Mario Craig's absolutely spot on. The 3 of them were Alba traces. Mario, Jaden, and Magnus all hit an Alba trace. Eldon's was simply a ace.
Yes.
An eagle ace. Yeah. So he was the odd one out in this one. Well done to the 3 of you who got that right. I hope the 3 of you that got that right got it right because of that reason. Yeah. Okay. So next question is, what is the easiest hole that MPO have played? And this is assuming a minimum of 30 players. And that picture above me is a picture of the digital development team hard at work there in the background. What is the easiest hole that MPO have played for a minimum of 30 players? Was it the 2022 Queenstown Classic, hole 17? Was it Wahitapu 2022, hole 4? Was it Southern Smash 2023, hole 7? Or is it 2021 Queenstown Classic, hole 18? Which is the easiest hole that MPO have ever played? Any thoughts?
I went for that ridiculously easy par 4 in Southern Smash, but I didn't know what number hole it was.
Yeah, I was going down with the Southern Smash one just for that little kind of almost like puttable one that you can do on Queen's Park, because I know that they do a bit of a crossover thing there. I knew that the one at Wahi, hole 4, although it's small, there's a lot of trees that are in your way and stuff, so it's quite hard to navigate your way through that one there. But yeah,
hole 4 at Wahitapu played minus 1.06 under par. Okay, it was a par 4. It was 397 feet. Very much a South Island par 4. If you want a classic example of a South Island par 4, it's right there. And it was birdied by, I'll just, I've got the numbers here. 29 of the 31 attempts were birdies or better. Only 1 person got a bogey or worse on it. The birdie rate percentage was 94%. So yeah, that was the easiest hole played.
So Anne, correct me if I'm wrong. Is that the one which is heading back towards the beach? Like, is that shooting over the lake?
Down the long grass was all the thing, but it was a shorter tee. So the BP in that year it was a shorter hole.
That's right.
So all the MPOs can get there in one shot, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, well done to the 5 people who got that right. Next question is, what is the hardest hole that MPO have ever played? And again, minimum of 30 players. Is this 2024 Nationals, hole 11, round 1, 2025 Nationals, round 4, hole 4, 2023 Southern Smash, hole 11, or the 2021 Queenstown Classic, hole 15. So, any thoughts on this one, Arne?
Oh, I just need to see them again. I'm thinking Nationals from this year. Nationals this year, yeah.
Nationals this year. You got Nationals this year, Nationals last year, Southern Smash 2023, or the Queenstown Classic 2021.
Correct. Nationals last year.
Nationals last year. This was hole 11. Hole 11 in round 1. This played 1.75 over par, just 2 birdies in the whole round. And then in round 4, when they came back and played the course again, it averaged 1.7, and there were no birdies. Of the 81 attempts in total, 64 were birdies or worse, and only 2 birdies in the whole day. It was a 581-foot par 4.
Yeah, Ballarat, right?
At Nationals, yeah, that's right. So yeah, a bit of a doozy there.
Mind you, I can understand why you thought this year with Nationals there, because like when the wind was picking up, it was quite hard to be able to keep yourself in bounds on some of those Brooker ones there. Pretty tough.
Yeah, I figured with the better players, they tried to make it harder. So. But Ballarat is ridiculous.
It is. It is. Well, well done to the 12 players who got that right. Some lots more correct answers, which is good to see. Let's just go through some of the chat. Mate, you're getting a kick out of all the low guesses for the right answers. Yes. Last year it wouldn't have been that easy. Yeah, maybe. I birdied Pool Crescent par 4 twice in the weekend. Hey, well done to the Butler, and yeah, absolutely. Ballarat in 2024 did people dirty. Moving on to question number 14. Each of these players has at least 2 aces, but who has the most? Each of these players has 2 aces. Who has the most? Is it Francis Orange, Chris Dixon, Hemi Tiafutu, or Callie Thompson? This is since the 1st of January 2020. Each of those players has at least 2 aces. Who has the most? Francis, Chris, Callie, or Hemi?
Unlike the Kelly Thompson being the sideways option in there.
he's a yeah, a lot of people got caught out. Hemi, absolutely right. He's got 3.
Nice.
3 aces in that time. Wahitapu hole 1, Moonbase hole 1 round 2, Moonbase 10 hole 1 round 1, and Queenstown Classic hole 22 of round 3. So well done to him. Francis has got 2. Callie's got 2, and Chris Dixon's got 2. So yeah. And question 15. Question number 15. What was the longest par 3? Do you remember the longest par 3 since the 1st of January 2022? You've got a choice of 2022 Extreme hole 9, 2023 Te Pohoi hole 2, 2021 Coastal Cup hole 26, or 2022 Cold Snap Open hole 1. We are looking for the longest par 3. What do we think?
I went with Coastal.
Any ideas?
Coastal Cup, just because I know that Waitoa is a massively long course. So
that's right. That's right. The answer is the Extreme hole 9 of the pro layout. Any ideas how long it is?
160.
212 meters.
Ooh, must be some extreme elevation.
Yeah, I think there is some extreme elevation. The Te Pohoi Breeze hole 2 was 182 meters. The Coastal Classic hole 26 171, and the Cold Snap Open was 163. All registering pretty high par 3s there. So yeah. So how many people got that right? 17 people got that right. 17 people knew their stuff.
I just chose extreme because, like,
which is fantastic.
It sounds extreme, man.
Yeah, well, there we are, and you would have done well to choose that. With over half the competitors getting a correct answer there, which is great. One of which wasn't Arn, which is a massive shame. So let's have a look before we head into the players section of this of the quiz. Who is winning? Who is winning? The scores are going in. Dane got that last one right and is still leading. Dane is leading. Arn, you've dropped to sixth. And Matt Rance has dropped to second. Has stayed in second. Marie has dropped slightly as well, Kelvin. So
I'm still below her, so I won't say anything.
Okay, yeah, right. Well, like, okay, that's yeah.
I still want my place in the bed. Otherwise, it's going to be urban camping.
Excellent. So Dane is still winning the way by quite some distance. Can he hold on for the last 5 questions? We shall see. This question is all about players. Okay. For all of those players that have played a minimum of 200 holes, before we continue, don't I look good in that photo? Can we just... That's I'm looking pretty sharp there, I must say so myself. Anyway, question 16. Who has the highest birdie percentage for those players who have played 200 holes or more? Highest birdie percentage for those who have played 200 holes or more. Is it Levi Stout, Justin Workman, Robert Burridge, or Ezra Robinson? Levi Stout, Justin Workman, Robert Burridge, or Ezra Robinson? Who has the highest birdie percentage? We're going with here. There we go. Ezra Robinson was the correct answer. Yeah, so about a third of you, just over a third of you getting the right answer there. Kelvin, did you get this one?
No, I went Burridge. Although I should have gone Ezra because the dude's an absolute machine.
Yeah. So Ezra wins this one. 114 birdies from the 234 holes he played. Birdie rate of 49%. Levi, a lot of people went for Levi. Levi is in second place, carding 1,256 birdies from the 2,686 holes that he's played, with a birdie rate of 46.76%. Justin Workman, blast from the past. I haven't heard that name in a while. 94 from 206, and Robert Burridge 103 from 234. Also worth a mention here, in 5th place, so 6th place is Aaron Gossage, 7th place is Maxime Tonge, and then it's Luke Humphreys, Braden Sides, Jackson Sullivan, all the people you'd expect. In 5th place, Tamatoa Teopaku has carded 114 birdies from 264 holes. So yeah, shout out to him. 5th highest birdie percentage in the in New Zealand disc golf history since the 1st of January 2020. So well done to him. Question 17. Who has the highest birdie percentage, minimum 200 holes played, in FPO, in the division of FPO? So in the division of FPO, who has the highest birdie percentage, minimum 200 holes played? Is it Juliana Korver, Emily Weatherman, Sophia Donica, or Alison Tweedy? Juliana Korver, Emily Weatherman, Sophia Donica, or Alison Tweedy? Who has the highest birdie percentage, minimum 200 holes played in FPO? Arn, who are you going with?
I just went for the Kiwi, but I'm not sure if she's played enough in FPO to qualify.
Kelvin?
I'm going Korver. There's a reason she was a world champion, right?
That's absolutely right. She's got 5 of them, but she's not taken out the victory here.
Dang it.
So and actually, Alison wins this by some distance, right? Because remember, it's FPO, and most of the FPO courses that Juliana, Emily, and Sophia played were all pro-level courses that were all pretty tough, whereas Alison's played in FPO courses which are perhaps not as tough. So she's carded 153 birdies.
Yeah.
Well, so she's carded 153 birdies from 403 holes at 38% in FPO. Sophia Doniker's the next highest at 68 from 234 at 29%. So quite a big difference there between Alison and Sophia. The next highest Kiwi is Hannah Edmonds, 50 from 261. So well done to Alison for taking out this one.
Yeah, she's only just started too.
Now, well, this is right. She's only just started in FPO, so there's more of that, to come. Now, this next question's interesting. Who has the longest birdie or better streak? So this is consecutive holes of hitting birdies in a row. Okay. Now, I must say, the way that we've had to calculate this is assuming that everybody plays holes 1 through to 18, okay, in that order, which obviously doesn't happen for the majority of tournaments because they're shotgun starts, right? But for the purposes of this stat and these questions and being able to put this piece of data together, you have to make that assumption. Now, for the most part, this streak question will hold true, right? Because you still play the holes in the right order. You just might start somewhere different. So if you started on hole 5 and birdied the first 4, and then you birdied the last 3 of your round, then that would count as a 7 birdie streak, even though it's not officially. But you know what I mean. Anyway, that's framing the question. Who has the longest birdie or better streak? Is it Mikey Yu, Levi Stout, Hemi Tiafitu, or Ryan Cambridge? Who has the longest birdie or better streak? Mikey Yu, Levi Stout, Hemi Tiafitu, or Ryan Cambridge? Birdie or better streak? What do you think? Calvin?
Well, my gut says that it should be Levi because he's in absolute beast mode, but there's just something really, really clinical about how Mikey Yu plays. And like there's a lot of tournaments and stuff where he can absolutely crush.
And that's what people have fallen into the trap of thinking. 17 people have gone for Mikey Yu and got it wrong. Levi did it. So well done to the 5 people who got that right. Levi's longest streak is 15 birdies. And starts at Tucker Beach round 1, starts at hole 22 and goes into round 2. So it's the last 7 of or the last 6 or whatever of round 1, and then the first whatever it is of round 2, for a 15 birdie streak at the Tucker Beach Rush. So same premise. 2 different people, have shot. This is question 19. 2 different players have shot 10 birdies in a row more than once. So 2 different players have shot 10 birdies in a row more than once. One of them is Levi, who has 4 birdie streaks of over 10 in a row. Okay. Who is the other? So the other person other than Levi who has shot 10 birdies in a row more than once, is it Sebastian Faulkner, Mikey Yu, Willie Taratner, or Drew Gibson? What do you think?
Yeah. I think I might.
Sebastian Faulkner, Mikey Yu, Willie Taratner, or Drew Gibson? Kelvin?
Yeah, I think I'm staying with my original. I reckon Mikey Yu's got it in him to do it.
Mikey Yu?
Yeah.
Willie
Taratner.
Willie Taratner, Late Summer's Dream, started on hole 5, shot 10 birdies in a row, and at the Paul Macbeth Foundation fundraiser in Christchurch, shot the first 10 birdies off hole 1 in that tournament as well.
Was that one at Jelly
Mikey
Park?
Yu's got that's the one at Jelly Park. Yeah. Mikey Yu's got 1, which was an 11 hole streak starting at hole 3 at the Queenstown Classic in the 26th edition of that. Sebastian Faulkner at Sub-Zero started on hole 5, round 2, with 11 birdies. And Drew Gibson, starting on hole 11 of round 2, shot 10 birdies in a row. So obviously the latter half of the first round, round 2, and then going into round 3. So yeah, well done to all of them. But also well done to the 3 players who got that absolutely right. Right. Final question. Okay, the last opportunity that you have to get some points, push yourself up the leaderboard. Gents, how are we feeling?
I'm just happy to be here, man. we needed some people to fill those other seats underneath the top tier and stuff. So I'm happy to prop you guys up.
Okay, right.
It was
So
like all in. Like if I get this one right, I win the whole comp, right? Like that's how this. I just like last shot wins. Yeah. Cool.
all right then.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Finally, and this is a bit of a question that people liked last year, so we've put it in again. Since the 1st of January 2020, who has played the most disc golf? Who has played the most disc golf? So this is total number of strokes. All right. So you think tournament play, and then how good are they at those tournaments? Because if you win tournaments, you're taking fewer strokes. Is the answer? The answer is either Mark Tebbett, Mikey Yu, Nicola Stout, or Mike Foley. So is it Mark Tebbett, Mikey Yu, Nicola Stout, or Mike Foley? Arn?
My rationale was then Mikey Yu plays well, so he's going to take less shots. So I went with Tibbs, not because he doesn't play well, but because he plays a shit ton of tournaments.
He does play a shit ton of tournaments, and and you're absolutely right to go with Tebbs, because in that time since the 1st of January 2020, so in 5.5 something years, he's the only person to go over 12,000 strokes. Mikey Yu in second with 11,230. Then Nicola Stout with 11,126, and Mike Foley with 10,729. There are in total only 8 players who have more than 10,000 strokes in that time. Hayley Flintoff is very close. She's 5 short of 10,000, and so we'll likely on her next tournament reach that. So yeah, in terms of number of comps, Mikey, that's probably you, but that's not a stat that I've got to hand. You have played more holes than Tebbs by 7. So that's probably gives you an idea of the number of comps that have been played. So those 11,000 or something strokes is over 3,555 holes. Mark Tebbett's on 3,548, and you two are 500 holes ahead of everyone else.
And he clicks up some serious Ks too, Tibbs. Like he's not just playing the local ones. He's shooting up and down and all over the country.
Yeah,
he loves the game. It's
absolutely. Awesome. Absolutely. So so well done to everybody, to the 17 of you who got that question right. I think there's some good scores in this one, like some better scores than we've had in the past. So let's have a look at the final scores then. Has Dane managed to hang on? We shall see. Did he get any points for that last one? He did get points for that last one. Has he got enough?
Most, didn't he?
Yes. Dane wins. Congratulations to Dane. You have bragging rights for the foreseeable future on New Zealand disc golf stats. You can write that on your cart and tell everybody about it. So well done to everybody there. Also, tip of the cap to Josh and Bailey for finishing on the podium. Hannah Tebbett for coming in 4th, Matt Rance 5th. Arn, you came 6th. That's not bad. Mark Tebbett in 7th. Boom, that's Mr. Carlisle, I suspect, in 8th. Marie in 9th, and Colin Hunter in 10th. So well done to everybody who did there. So gents, how did you get on? What are the thoughts?
Happy with 6th. There's a couple of answers I sort of picked myself. I should have picked my mate Willie, fellow just daddy. But
you got 6
happy.
right, did you say?
I got 6 total. Yeah.
And Kelvin?
I was much the same as Anne, actually. I'm wondering whether my haste at choosing some incorrect answers and stuff may have cost me some more points or something down the track. I'll have to do some more analysis of
different type.
Yeah, but like the ones I got right were blatantly right, and the ones that weren't were like only scratching at the surface. They were like between one or two, and it just was the other one. So yeah, as I said,
Right.
I'm just happy to be here, man. Like I'm always learning, and now I feel like I'm much more wiser.
Fantastic. Well, look, it's been absolutely fantastic to have you on the show. Thank you so much for coming on. It's been a good laugh and good fun doing the quiz there. So for coming on, and we'll talk to you again again, I'm sure. So yeah, look forward to that.
Sounds good, man. Anytime, you know how to get in touch with me.
Have a lovely evening.
Will do.
I will, and I'm looking forward to. Let me know when you're in Wellington. You said you were going to be in Wellington in a few weeks, so let me know, and yeah, we'll get out for a round.
Yeah. I'll
I'll
post it up on the socials and stuff. I'll take your brains out. So we'll definitely have a round. It'll be awesome.
Lovely stuff. Excellent. Okay, well, have a good one, and yeah, we'll see you soon. There we go. Brett saying it was bloody hard. Was it? Was it hard?
No, I
guess
don't
it
know if it
was.
was hard.
I don't know.
Don't know if it was hard.
So, so what we will do is we've got the Tom. Did you say that we had all the names of the people in the quiz? Sorry, I'm talking to producer Tom at the same time. Right. Okay. So we're going to have to find a new way to do the draw because yeah, because of reasons. So what you need to do is you need to put the name of the winner, which was Dane, into the chat in order to get yourself into the draw to win the War Pig and a surprise disc from me. So pop the name of the winner, which was Dane, into the chat if you want to get yourself into the draw to win. Don't worry too much about the spelling, although it was spelled Dayne. Congratulations again to Dane. I don't know you, Dane. Actually, I don't know who you are. So if you're
Dane is Bailey Gardner's dad. He doesn't actually play that.
Excellent.
Doesn't actually play that much disc golf, but well, I assume it's that Dane Gardner. But if not,
okay.
apologize.
Well, congratulations to Dane. Now. It did strike me that actually people of New Zealand could maybe do with a little bit of more information on this kind of stuff in order to brush up their knowledge on New Zealand disc golf stats. Would you agree?
Yeah, look, knowledge is power, right?
Indeed. So we want to share with you today something which is going to be available to all of our Patreons from tonight. Now this is available on our website. It's a new feature which will be available to all of our Patreons from this evening and will be available to everyone in a couple of weeks time. And it's our new stats section. Tom's going to center that up for us so it looks a little nicer. So one second caller. Basically what we've got here, we've got a bunch of stats that you can now start to look through at your heart's content. Now, first up is that you see here is we've got some overall that we've put it in here. There's a top birdie percentages for minimum 200 holes played and the longest birdie or better streak. We'll just show you before we look into the individual tables. There's some filters at the top, Tom. If you go to the top and just select MPO, then you'll notice that the tables change to just filter out MPO. If you select MA40, Tom, just to give us old guys a shout, you can see the change to MA40. So if you want to look up your own birdie percentage played in a particular division, then you can. Again, you've got filters for gender and for year, which do the same kind of thing. You get the idea. And we've got stats on here for the top birdie percentage. You can search for your own name if you want. So Tom, if you could pop my name into the search there for the top birdie percentage. And there we go, 14.68%, 85 birdies in 579 holes. So yeah, so that's available there. And then longest birdie streak. This one's quite interesting. Again, if you pop my name in, it's not very many. But this will show you. This will give you your 10 best streaks, right? So each one of these was a you have to just put an R in there just to filter out Matt Brown. So this is my 10 best streaks, as you can see. So I've hit 3 birdies in a row 3 times. the Middle Earth Open 2023 was treated me kindly. It would seem. So that was so that's interesting. So you can check out your own birdie streaks and your own percentage birdies better if you head over to the holes tab. What you'll see here is longest aces. So this is basically a list of every ace that's been hit in sanctioned disc golf. So there's a total of 182 that you can see on all the different pages. You can page down the bottom and go round. The distance is in feet. We might change that in the future, but yeah. And you can see all of the different aces that are done. I think you're on MA40's filter there, Tom. So yeah, so you'll see that. And we've also got rounds data. So this shows every rated round that has been thrown in New Zealand disc golf since the 1st of January 2020. Now we are going to go further back in time, just not yet. We haven't quite got there yet. So this shows every rated round, sorry, that's been shot. There's 520 pages, nearly 5,200 entries there. So you can have a look, and then if you go to player, I particularly like this one. If you go to player, Tom, and if you could pop in Levi's name, he's got a lot of data, and it's good data as well. And then you type in Levi's, find his name, hit load. You can see this for any player, all right? So you can see here he's got total strokes 8,000, total holes, rounds played, average rating, median rating. You know the difference, Arm, between average and median in this case?
You explained it to us a while ago. Average is an average, and median is the median.
Is the middle one. That's right. 50% is higher, 50% is lower. You've got the best rating is there, the birdie rate, the longest streak, and the longest ace. On the chart, you can see all the different rounds with each of the points on the blue line, and the 10 round moving average is the red line. So that shows you kind of for the 10 rounds previous. Yeah. So yeah, and then further down, you've got a scoring distribution. So that shows you your percentage or counts rather of eagles, birdies, pars, bogeys, double bogeys. You can see how you're doing. You've got par splits. So how have you done? How have you scored to par on, for example, par 3 holes, par 4 holes, par 5 holes? You see Levi does really much better on par 5 holes than he does on other holes. And if you then go to length splits, which is below that, so this is score to par in 5 meter buckets. So you can see here how well you have scored in holes that were of this particular length, right? So now this might be useful because you might be sat there going, oh, I think I do pretty well on those longer holes, but on the shorter holes I don't do so well. And it would seem that Levi's issues here, he struggles most in the 215 to 230 meter range, but then does very well as soon as he gets over 235. So yeah, we'll have to see. And then on the left, you got the round rating distribution as well, which for most people will be a normal distribution, but yeah. And then the top rated rounds, or rather every rated round, is listed underneath. You can put that to 100 if you want to see them all in one big table and then paginate across. So yeah. Question from Craig: is it possible to hide players' data so you don't see how rubbish I am? No, unfortunately. Everybody is visible. If you can, you type my name into the player at the top there, Tom, and you'll get an idea of someone who's a little bit suboptimal and what that looks like. So yeah, you can see here what my chart looks like far worse than Levi's. 965 is my highest rated round, and you can also see there at the length split, you can see that actually par 3s are my strength. I'm much better at par 3s than I am at par 5s, and shorter holes, which kind of goes along with my arm speed. Highest rated round, Faultline Fury 2021, 4 years ago, 4 years ago, which is outrageous. So yeah, so look, all of that data and more when we add more to it is available to everybody who's a Patreon, and will be available from later on tonight. And then in 2 weeks' time, it's going to be available to everyone. Okay, so we're going to open it up. We'll open it up to everybody in 2 weeks' time. But if you want to support us on Patreon, head over to patreon.com/sweetchainlive and get involved. It really helps us to kind of build stuff like this and to produce the show. And if you enjoy what we do, then yeah, that's a way that you can support us. It's in the description of the video, the link. It's also above our heads sometimes as well when there's just the two of us on the camera. So yeah, that's available for all Patreons. That'll be a bit later on. BNG has just reminded me to put Dane into the chat in order to get yourself into the duck race. I'm going to put myself in as a duck and see if I can get myself a war pig. And so, yeah. Right, where are we going now? We're going to head across to the two events which are happening this weekend, Arn.
Yes.
Can you remember what they are?
Rip and Dip and Hitting the Links, I believe.
Hitting the Links, indeed. Hitting the Links is the first one. In MA1, Ben Morrison is the favourite at odds of 4s, going in Marlow Bowyer at 7.9. Pretty tight for the podiums here, I think. Outside of probably Ben Morrison.
Joel Simpson's good place bet there, 3.4.
Yep. No, I'd agree with that. In FA1, Hannah Edmonds takes on Katie Hoffman. I suspect that Hannah will be looking to bounce back after the Rotorua runners-up spot to Charlotte Dunkley last weekend. And in MA40, Ryan Kiddo will be trying to go one better. He doesn't have Les Watney this week. He does have Ephraim Russell and Matt Stow to contend with, but he'll be the favourite going in MA40. In FA40, Kath Headley and Debbie Mills will do battle, ranked 11th and 13th. Kath with a slight advantage there, according to the bookies. And Luke Kennedy is the favourite going into MA3 by quite some distance over Martin Chin. Grant Blenkiron is there at 12s as well. In an MJ18, Kyron Lincoln is the favourite over Eamon. There's only a few more events left, Arn, if you want to get involved in the tipping, or you want to try and win this season's tipping. There's only 3 weekends left, and they're packed with tournaments, so you've got plenty of opportunity, but you probably need to get in quick. Let's have a look at the Rip and Dip. Francis Orange is the favourite going into here over Isaac Latter and Ethan Stout, 3 of the top 11 all competing in this event. Jim Cato at 7s. In FPO, Nicola Stout is the favourite over Echo. Sorry, did you have something then?
No, yep.
Okay. And then in MA1, George Moss is the favourite over Jens Moller. At 6s, Hanlon Johnston at 9s and Andrew Fleming at 11s. Hayley McPherson is the favourite over Kate Pickerley in FA1. And it's Lance Essen, who hopefully, according to Arn, is not going to win the War Pig a little bit later on. His favourite going into MA40 of the Rip and Dip. He's up against Barry Van Beek, who is at 5s. Mark Tebbert, who's played the most disc golf of any New Zealand disc golfer,
I'll put in a sneaky place bet here.
Third favourite.
Yeah. Sneaky place bet here is Andrew Barnett at 5.1. Did you know that he is the defending champion of this MA40 division?
Wow. Okay. No, I didn't. And actually, he's also someone who's played a lot of disc golf. I know we talked earlier on about people who played a lot of disc golf. He's one of the 8 who has played more than 10,000 strokes over 2,822 holes. So yeah, experieed, I think you could say.
I'm pretty sure he threw possibly 1,000 of those strokes on hole 17 at Flight Park. But yeah.
Quite possibly. Joseph Ball is a favourite in MA2 by some way over Jeff Lewis, second at sevens, and Ben McLeod at sevens also. MA3, Bailey Owens, Grayson Heen, Philip Dines, and John Rook. There's not much to separate the top three there, all at sixes. And in FA3, Deb Lowe and Marinee Tweedy will go head-to-head in what looks to be a fairly even battle. Cade Maxwell takes on presumably his brother, great name, Drake Maxwell, in MJ18, and Cade has the advantage there. Haley Rance in MJ15. Arne, did you say you're playing MA3 in this? You are.
Yes. Yeah.
Sneaky place bet on you at fours for the for MA3 placing.
This is where me and I'll eat my words after this weekend, because data doesn't lie, and I'll probably end up finishing where it says I'm going to finish. But I'm the second highest rated player in this division.
13 to 1.
Yeah. So
13 to 1 for the win. I mean, I was only joking earlier on when I said you were sandbagging MA3.
Yeah.
But
young Grayson Heen, 15-year-old from Invercargill, great young fella. But this weekend, boy, we go to battle, and just watch your kneecaps during the lunchtime is all I can say.
Indeed. Right, so they're the two events that are happening this weekend, Rip and Dip and Hitting the Links in Palmerston North. That's at the Linton Army Camp. Let's play some Distal. Yeah, we definitely need a little ditty there that was like something that fills the let's play, and then it comes
Let's
in.
play.
You know what I mean? Anyway, right, I played on my own last week.
Yes.
So Arne, do you want to pick one out to begin with?
I will start with a passion.
Ooh,
passion.
Ooh, yeah, go on then. He's a passionate man. It's not right. It's not discraft. It's faster than a speed 8. It's more overstable than a passion. It's got less glide. The butler's saying, "Come on, beast." He says beast every week. So let's just put beast in and see how we get on. If it's beast, I'll eat my hat. Genuine. You mentioned passion. I've got a Page Pierce hat here. I will eat it if it's beast. Fortunately, it's not beast. It's faster than a beast. It's everything more than a beast. Less glide, more stable than a beast.
It has to be an 11 speed, right?
Well, it could. Based on those colours, absolutely, it could be. So, what's an 11 speed? Come on, then, we need some 11 speed. It's not Innova and it's not Discraft.
A Paradigm.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It's not there. Okay. It's not there. Try a Grace. That's an 11 speed, 11 I think.
Speed, yeah.
Oh, it's got a bit less glide. Oh no, it's got more glide. But the speed is right. So yay. But it's too glidey. And it's got more fade. So we're looking for a free on the fade, probably. We're looking for a 0-3. I'm going to guess an 11-4 0-3.
PD.
Sorry. PD.
PD.
Lock it in.
Is that an 11 speed?
Or is it? Yeah. Okay, it could be. It might be a 10. It's a 10. But we got the 0 right, and it's a 4, 0-4 at the end, or it might be one of those 0.5s. You know what MVP do with their 0.5s?
We're not Discraft, we're not Dismania, we're not Latitude,
we're not Innova, and we're not Latitude. So it's going to be MVP. So we need a 11 speed, less than 4 glide, so like a 11-3-0-4. Jake Michael saying phase. Hayden Bonnie saying insanity. I don't know either of those. Insanity rings a bell as perhaps being in that category. Hayden Bonnie sounds a pretty confident man. Let's go with his guess. Insanity's a 9. No. No, it's all right, but it is an insanity. Right, so we got phase. Jake Michael's saying a phase is 11-3-0-4. So let's lock it in. And apologies, Jake, for overlooking you on the 5th guess. If it does turn out to be the winning strike, which of course it is. So it's an MVP phase. So this week's star of the show is Jake Michael with the guess there.
I don't think
guess 5.
Anyone in New Zealand owns more discs than Jake. So he would know.
He bags one apparently, so yeah, well, we're very well done. It's not if you can throw that, then real good as well. Awesome. Right, let's head over to Disc Golf Valley. We've had a few players this week, and taking out the action in our 4-person card was Kelvin with an 8 under par, narrowly beating out Brett Carlisle into second place. Producer Tom 2 shots back on +5. Right. Now, if hopefully you've enjoyed yourself tonight, it's been a bit of a long show, so apologies. It'll be bedtime soon, but hopefully you've enjoyed yourself. If you have, it'd be lovely to see the like button be pressed, and to try and put us in front of some more eyes and to get us there, because we're about to run the duck race. So we're going to bring that up on the screen now. It's a 30-second duck race. Arn, do you want to do a countdown quack?
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, quack.
There it goes.
Yeah.
There it goes. And we got an early leader in the form of, is that Jeff Lewis? And Mark Tebbott's there, the butler on the inside. Kelvin Cummings is also thereabouts. Who's this? Myself with the crown, coming up on the inside there. Robbie Gill in the pink, and that tall guy, that all guy 10 are falling back there. Connor Rance coming through with his bucket and spade. Andrew Lecoq, is it Andrew LC? I think that's Andrew Lecoq, Wellington based. I think is number 32 and wins the duck race. Congratulations, Andrew LC. If that is you, then let me know, and we'll make sure that we get
Andrew
you.
Wellington based, Matt.
I think so. Yes.
Oh, that's
yes,
good.
I think so.
I can bring that war pig up with me when I come for fault line.
Fantastic. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. I shall also dig something out for then. Right, let's have a quick look at power rankings before you go, and then I'll let you get some rest, everybody out there. So looking first of all at the ladies division, Charlotte Dunkley has moved up 3 spaces to 8th. And Yu Zhang has moved up 92 spaces to 16th. Not entirely sure that's correct, but Laura Backer is up 11 to 19 as well. So well done to them. And in the male division, not much movement here. You have to go all the way down to Josh Pratt, who drops 4 spots to 24. And Duane Fisher drops 5 spots to 29. Outside of this, Seb's dad is up 59 spots to, sorry, no, not Seb's dad. Andrew Faulkner in the North Island is up 59 spots to 132. And outside of this, there's not a huge amount of movement, honestly. Ryan Kitto up 8 spots to 58 is noteworthy, and Seb's dad up 15 spots to 138. So there we go. Well done to everybody there who got some movement on the old power rankings. Arn, have you enjoyed yourself today?
Yep. Loved it as always.
Excellent.
You can
excellent.
have your regular host back next week. Oh, if he's
yes, Morgan will. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's still to be decided. It might just be me next week, or we might have someone else on. We shall see. But look, thank you. I want to thank you so much for helping us out the last few weeks, and jumping into the hot seat whilst Morgan was sunning himself on his hollybobs. That's very, very kind of you for helping out. Yeah, Morgan is alive, which is great to see. So yeah, that's good. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the quiz today. If you want to support us, please get involved. Patreon.com/FreakChainLive gets you access to the stats for the next 2 weeks, and also a whole bunch of other stuff that's going to be coming out soon as well. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Otherwise, very best of luck to all those playing in the Rip and Dip, or at hitting the links in Palmerston North, and wherever you're playing disc golf. Take it easy, play well, get some birdies, and we'll see you next week. Cheers.